Welcome all to Off the Cuff with Namrita, and hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful weekend, I'll say. And let me take a pause here, a brief pause, and let my fan moment pass so I can focus on the questions I have to ask my guest today. Because I do have Rajat Kapoor with me here. Everybody knows he's a writer, film maker, actor, and a three-time National Award winner. Thank you so much, Rajat, for joining me.
Thank you, Namrita, for your kind words. Thank you very much.
A little more about Rajat. We know, the kind of cinema he does, and I think his last movie as a director was Rkay/Rk, and it's available online also. And he's done tremendous work as an actor. जो मुझे याद आ रहा है अभी obviously his movie आंखों देखी, Kapoor and Sons, Monsoon Weddings, um, and much more, Bheja Fry initially. So, you know, uh, people who follow him, are actually in love with what he does, and we are thankful for that. And he will be seen here in another movie, Kora Kagas. That's going to debut here in San Jose Cine Quest Film Festival. It will be screening on August 20th in San Jose and 26th in Mountain View. So I hope you all can catch this movie. It also has Swastika Mukherjee in it, Kala Fame, I'll say, if you don't know her, and Eshni Yadav. So, Rajat, on to the movie straight away. I have a lot to ask you. What
First,
got you on board for Kora Kagas?
because it's a nice script,
Okay.
A, I think most of my decisions to act in a film or not do a film is based on the script. That is number one.
Mm.
And uh, and it's a first-time filmmaker, Namrita Ranjan.
Yes. Yeah.
And if you look at the kind of films that I've acted in,
Mm.
I think about 20% of those have been first-time directors. Uh, because like the title of the film, first time a debutant director
Mm.
is like Kora Kagas themselves.
Ah, bilkul.
Nothing has been written on it, but the potential of what can be written is huge. So there's a lot of
Mm.
optimism, hope, and a lot of passion that comes in a debutant filmmaker because they think this is it. I'm going to change the language of cinema. Sometimes it could be true, sometimes it could be wrong, but it doesn't matter. It
Mm.
doesn't matter. The passion counts.
Yeah.
The thought that I can change things, the thought that I can change the language of cinema or the world around me. I
Mm.
think that is very exciting.
That is true for the first time, I think, for most people and most professions, I'll say. Till,
Exactly.
life takes over, but you are one person who's, gone with whatever you believed in. And I think, especially in the Bolly industry, there are only a handful of people who stuck to their guns and do it. That's, I hope Navneet also takes a page from your book. And, but like you are playing Vivek in the film. So, what spoke to you about Vivek when you signed the film? I know he was a first time director, and you've said time and again that acting is very easy for you. So, I don't know how you navigate the process of taking up a role. So,
I'm sorry, I never said acting is easy for me. I would be very arrogant to say that.
okay.
No, that's not true.
Okay.
But uh, but I believe that actors should not come with a lot of baggage. Actors should be light on their feet,
Hmm. Hmm.
so that I think, according to me,
Hmm.
uh, acting for film is really about
Hmm.
being present, being present in the moment
Hmm. Hmm.
the camera rolls.
Yeah.
Or nothing else matters. It doesn't matter if you prepared 6 months before it or not. If you
True.
can't be present in that moment, then
Hmm.
all those 6 months are of no use. You, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So,
Yes. I believe so.
so
Yeah.
the important thing is truth and authenticity at that
mm,
moment
mm,
when the director calls action.
mm,
Uh, then after that, I believe a lot in the script. If I think most of the work script has done. It is not your job to necessarily uh, write a great scene as an actor.
mm,
As an actor, your job is to make a good scene or a great scene or a bad scene
mm.
still work. You know.
Very true. I know. And yeah, Kora Kagaz, I did get to watch it. He sent me a link, Navneet. It's a very beautifully made film, I'll say, and especially the characters are very well written. और आप तो हमेशा ही, I think, ऊपर ही जाते हैं स्क्रिप्ट से जब भी आप स्क्रीन पे आते हैं तो जनरली व्हाट आई व्हाट आई वाज ट्राइंग टू से इज दैट आई थिंक यू एज अ डायरेक्टर you like being a director more than an actor because you feel that that's more creative for you, and I also feel as an audience a director is the captain of the ship, or filmmaking is his vision, I'll say. So, what do you have to say about, what gives you more satisfaction, the process or the end result when you're making a film? Because आपकी films ऐसी होती हैं कि, sometimes box office numbers we all know don't matter to you. So, what is it? Is it the process or the end result?
Uh, End result also matters. I won't say the
Okay.
end result doesn't matter,
Hmm.
but end result not in terms of box office numbers.
Okay.
End result in terms of what you started with as an
Hmm.
idea,
Hmm.
as a conception,
Hmm.
and what have you arrived at.
Hmm.
So it's not that it doesn't matter. Of course, uh, when you see that your work has lived up to its potential,
Okay.
because when you write something on paper or when
Hmm.
you think of something,
Hmm.
it's really an idea. It's not concrete yet. And
True.
the whole process of making a film or making a play
Huh.
is to make that idea concrete with human beings, with places, with costumes, with color, with camera. You're
Hmm.
trying to get to the essence of that idea.
Hmm.
That is your effort. And
Hmm.
sometimes you fail, sometimes you succeed. Uh, but even if you fail,
Hmm.
the process is still very important because that's what that's what gave you joy and that's
Hmm.
what gives you purpose.
Hmm.
Uh, it's okay to fail. I have no problem with creative failures. Also, great masters also fail. You
Absolutely.
know, and it
Hmm.
is important to fail. If you don't fail, it means you're not taking enough risks.
Hmm.
And I mean only creative. I'm only talking creatively.
Creative.
You,
Yeah.
every creative artist has to be able to fall flat on his face, you know, or to know that there's a possibility of that happening.
Mine. Uh, Great answer, I'll say. And I think in a field like filmmaking or arts or creative arts, success and failure is very subjective. you know
Right.
किसी के लिए वो फेलियर होगा, किसी के लिए वो सक्सेस होगा. So I
Exactly.
it's very difficult to even say कि क्या फेल है यार. But I personally am a huge fan of your work. और ऑब्वियसली हैव टू टॉक अबाउट आंखों देखी, जो कि वर्ड ऑफ माउथ से बहुत ज्यादा ही एक कल्ट फिगर फिल्म सी बन गई थी. एंड व्हाट आई हैव रेड अबाउट यू इज दैट you know work with a very tight knit team whenever you're making films, and you've done a lot of work with Sanjay Mishra. He was I think people related to his character quite a bit, because we at a certain age, all of us ask those existential questions कि हम क्या कर रहे, क्या है. तो वो आई थिंक वो मूवी काफी रिलेटेबल लगी लोगों को, चाहे आपने और जिस तरीके से बनाई थी, इट वाज जस्ट अमेजिंग. सो टेल मी लाइक व्हाट इंस्पायर्ड यू टू मेक दैट फिल्म, और दैट स्पेशली द कैरेक्टर बाऊजी का.
Uh, I had this idea for many years. So I
Hmm.
think 8 years, I think around 2003. So 7 or 8 years before I actually wrote it. This
Okay.
idea, again, very simple idea.
Hmm.
A man says that I will only believe what I experience.
Hmm.
Or my only truth is the truth of my experience.
Hmm.
That's the only way of knowledge.
Right.
So, like I said, the ideas are very abstract. So, what do
Hmm.
you do with an idea?
Yeah.
So, I didn't know what to do with the idea. So, I kept mulling over it. It kept living inside me, but I
Okay.
didn't know what to do.
Hmm.
And then, after 8 years, I thought of this joint family and Bauji and his wife and his brother and his
Hmm.
daughter who has to get married.
Hmm.
And then I really wrote it in 15 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Hmm.
But like I said, it had been with me for many years
Uh,
before I wrote it. So if you
I
ask me
know.
how long did it take you to write it, I would say 8 years and 15 days.
It was worth the process, I'll say. you know.
I think every script is a bit like that. The ideas come to you, and then you struggle with them,
Uh,
and sometimes you write it and it doesn't work. Then
mm,
you throw it away,
mm,
and you come back to it after 3 years sometimes,
mm,
and then you rewrite it, and then there is something in it.
mm.
Uh, and but it's really uh, just because you wrote something doesn't mean it should be made. you know,
Oh,
So
okay.
very often,
Very true.
a script doesn't come together, and
Ah,
you should be uh, objective enough to say,
ah,
"Nah, it's not working," you know, and
mm,
then write something else. I'm always writing, working on 2 or 3 scripts at the same time, and I
mm.
always have a ready script, 4 or 5 ready scripts, looking for finance all the time, looking for finance.
I know that's what I've read about you. You've done crowdfunding. You had producers from Nigeria come to you, and I think so. It's just amazing how you work, in spite of being such a huge name in the industry, and I applaud you for that. And
Thank you very much. But the industry doesn't care about huge name or anything. They just care about
अच्छा, हाँ,
numbers.
numbers, yes, that's
That's
true.
it.
पर मेरी जो एक इंसाइट मुझे लगा है आपको देख के, आई यू रिमाइंड मी ऑफ बिलराज साहनी द आई डोंट नो, आई से ही इज सच अ ट्रेमेंडस
Thank you so much. Thank you
आई
so much.
नो आई मीन
He's my all-time favorite actor, Namrita.
ओके चलो ओके
Thank you.
maybe somewhere you are kind of uh,
Maybe I model myself. I'm wannabe Balraj.
yeah, no, I said, wow, because you both are so minimalistic in your approach, and जो भी आपके मैंने देखे, you just carry it off so well without being so, out there. So, which I
Big
think
maza aa gaya. You made my day. You made my day. Thank you.
you're making my day. So why not? But yeah, I want to know, like, which actor has left you speechless, uh, as far as filmmaker goes in you.
I've been very fortunate to work with very good actors.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
whether it's Ranveer Shori or Sanjay Mishra or
Oh,
Vinay Pathak or Seema Pava,
yeah.
or Brijendra Kala.
Uh-huh.
They're all wonderful actors, and I really enjoy working closely with my actors, and it's a very
Huh.
gratifying feeling to work with a truthful, authentic, skillful actor.
Very true. They all are wonderful, I know, in whatever they do. Or obviously, OTT has taken up some time consumption, but a lot of people's, imagination, because globally it's being watched. So I would like to know, like, especially with all the noise about numbers and, visibility and everything, how do you keep your focus in the cinema, at the type of cinema that you make? Because that is getting difficult day by day. We are watching some good cinema in bits and pieces. अब good भी वही subjective है, but still, I say OTT has done that, because sometimes web series you have the time to, you know, build the characters like Ranveer Shori, hybrid superstars हो गए हैं. Pankaj Tripathi, I like, and what he does. So, uske बारे में बताया, how do you manage to keep your focus with what you're doing?
Keep my focus in what sense?
In basically in the work you're trying to do without being influenced by, so much of stimulation around. So,
I don't watch very much.
oh,
I
okay.
keep myself away from that.
Huh.
I try and watch good things,
Oh,
and good things are very rare.
huh.
So I keep going back to the classics again and again.
Oh,
That's
like,
what I would
like,
like. My favorite directors like Fellini or
oh,
Scorsese
okay.
or whoever you like,
Huh.
uh, or Godard. Uh, I don't think it's a problem of what the world is doing because the world was doing similar things even 30 years back. There were no OTTs, but we were still making, the kind of films that we were making.
Hmm.
I mean, Bollywood. So you don't get influenced by that because you have your own vision, you have your
Oh,
own ideas, you have your own identity,
hmm.
and you try and uh, be close to your integrity and to your belief system.
Hmm. Good to know that because I feel as an audience, I think audience का taste थोड़ा तो बदला है. They know more about what there is out there. I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know. We thought that OTTs will bring about a change, but I don't think it has done that,
oh, okay.
unfortunately.
Mm.
And now OTTs themselves are changing. They
Yes.
could not bring a change in the
Huh.
taste of the audience, so now they decided to change themselves. And uh, they are also behaving like old time Bollywood producers and
Oh,
asking for stars and asking for this, that.
uh,
So, yeah, the system in India remains the same. And
hmm.
it's actually getting more bleak than it was,
Oh,
I would say, 10 years back. Yeah, actually,
wow.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, to hear, I know. पता नहीं ये कैसे ठीक होगा, but चलो देखते हैं.
नहीं होगा ठीक.
होगा.
अगले अगले
आप
अगले
लगे रहो, आप लगे रहो जो बना रहे हो.
वही है.
हाँ,
क्योंकि अगले 25 साल कुछ ठीक नहीं होने वाला है.
अच्छा.
Because then in this scenario, one just has to do one's work and do it as honestly as one can.
Hmm.
And every film is hard, but you try and make it and then
Hmm.
move on to your next film.
Very true. You have to just let go and then, refresh. कोरा कागज पे फिर एक और कहानी लिखनी पड़ेगी. पर
Well
जाते
said.
जाते, yeah, Rajat, what's coming next for you?
The last one, as you said, was RK.
Yes, I remember.
Uh, which have you seen it?
अभी पता it was, I didn't catch it. I have
Please,
to.
please
I was
watch it.
trying to,
Please
yeah.
watch it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure you will like it.
Okay.
And now, last year we made a film. We shot a film called Everybody Loves Surab Handa.
Oh, okay.
It will come out, I think, early next year. We
Okay.
just finished. It's now ready. Uh,
Lovely. Mm.
I'm very excited about it. It's a murder mystery
Okay.
uh,
Something
with,
different.
with a lot of wonderful
Kadak,
actors.
I think Kadak was also, I saw Kadak. I saw quite a bit of your work over the weekend, जो कि
Okay.
YouTube पे available है. I
I know.
actually enjoyed uh, वो ओबामा वाला फंस गए रे ओबामा. That was well done, actually. So, yeah, but I'd love to see Saurabh. Who's acting in it? Who's the actor? Or if you
In all my favorite friends, all my favorite actors,
know. Okay.
Ranveer Shori, Vinay Pathak,
Oh,
Saurabh Shukla, Koel Puri, Sadia Siddiqui, Neil Bopalam, Valusha D'Souza, Palomi Ghosh, the wonderful ensemble. And
okay.
I'm also there.
सोने पे सुहागा, I'll say so.
So,
Thank
Nitesh
you.
Wahal.
Yeah, Rajat, it was wonderful talking to you and hope to see you sometime in the US with, with your play or theater. I know you are a
Inshallah,
theater
very
running.
soon.
It would be
Inshallah.
lovely to meet up. Thank you for your time. So, listeners, go catch Rajat Kapoor in the movie Kora Kagas screening at the CineQuest Film Festival on August 20th. in San Jose and 26 in Mountain View. And the director Navneet Ranjan will be there present, and I think he will be doing a Q&A session also with the audience, so it'll be wonderful. Thank you, Rajat, and all the
Thank
best.
you, Namrita.
Looking forward to your work.
Lovely talking to you.
Lovely. Bye bye.
Bye.
Shosha is a creative Indian restaurant located in the heart of Silicon Valley. Shosha is a woman-owned business that serves traditional Indian flavors assimilated with molecular gastronomy techniques. The best Indian bar with happy hours in the Bay Area serves handcrafted drinks inspired by flavors from India with modern craft cocktails that are presented in unique ways. Shosha is a modern take on traditional Indian cuisine. We specialize in corporate luncheon, anniversary celebrations, birthday parties, and catering. Do check us out for a memorable modern Indian dining experience. Shosha is located at 141 South Murphy Avenue in Sunnyvale, California.